I'm Ross Bolch, and you're tuning in to this week's Dose of Science. Over 65% of Australians now own smartphones. Last year, more than 1 billion smartphones were sold worldwide. If you were able to stack them all end to end, they would encircle the Earth 10 times, or reach a quarter of the way to the Moon. Research shows that we now spend more than 30 hours a month on our smartphones. But what does your smartphone say about you? We store all sorts of personal information on our phones. Contacts, bank details, even personal notes. However, only 36% of us lock the home screen of our smartphones, and only 22% install antivirus software. In the wrong hands, this information could be used to hijack your social media profiles, hack into your bank account, or even steal your whole identity. What might we learn about a smartphone user without even turning it on? Market research claims to show that iPhone users are the most ambitious and the hardest workers. They're also confident and daring. Android users are creative and polite, but are more likely to be introverted. Research also shows that many smartphone users begin to develop traits typically associated with that brand of smartphone, though market research should always be viewed with a dose of skepticism. Soon we may be able to identify smartphone users based on the microbes they leave behind on its surface. University of Oregon researcher Dr. James Meadow swabbed the thumb and forefingers as well as the phone of 17 subjects. They found that the subject and their smartphone share 82% of the same bacteria, more than they did with their fellow subjects. This research may eventually lead to easier ways to diagnose skin conditions. And now, 4 quick facts about smartphones. Although smartphone users are spending more and more time using apps and games, around 50% of smartphone usage is still dedicated to talking and texting. Speaking of texting, research indicates that you are more likely to tell the truth about sensitive questions when texting than you are when talking in a voice interview. The popular game Angry Birds requires around 30 times more computing power than the average PC had on board in 1990. And a smartphone was introduced in 1992 by IBM called Simon. Its apps included a calendar, world clock, fax, touchscreen keyboard, and games. I'm Ross Bolch reporting for Sciencism.